Evening and welcome along again to Europa League football. This time we're coming to you from Molineux and for the game between Wolves and Braga. That's now, they're about to kick off. There's a bit of pyrotechnics going on as we wait to join Russ Burning. Manchester United against Astana, we'll bring you updates on that. Same at Ibrox as well, and there's the Roma game as well. We'll keep you up to date with all the other results. Just to let you know, Arsenal in our last commentary stream with me won 3-0 here in Frankfurt. Hopefully we'll be able to hear from Umar Emery before the start of the evening or during half time this evening, and we'll get his views on the game that's just been. As for tonight, a big moment for Wolves. They invented the European game back in the 50s when they played Honved in the first ever floodlit European match to be played. It was a friendly match and Wolves won it 3-2. It was also the precinct to the European competitions we have today. Well, the players are in the tunnel and this is going to be a big moment for Wolverhampton Wanderers. There's no doubt about that. So let me cross over to you live. Remember, Arsenal won in our match here 3-0. We'll hear from Umar Emery. We'll also hear how Celtic got their 1-1 draw at half time as well, with some audio goal clips from that game in Rennes. And of course near Lennon too, so plenty of half time to come. But that's it from me till half time, and I'll bring you all that then at half time. But tonight we're going to bring you the first 45 minutes of this intriguing game here at Molineux between Wolves and Braga. And to talk you through the first 45 minutes tonight, he's in position and ready to go. The teams are coming out. Let's join tonight your big match commentator at Molineux. It's over to Russ Burning.
Very good evening to you all. The teams, as JB says, are just making their way out onto the pitch here at Molineux, where there's a cracking atmosphere, let me tell you. Fantastic atmosphere, and I just want to say very good big congratulations to JB for fantastic commentary just before me over in Germany. Braga, with a few players with the same names, so I'll try not to get mistaken with those for you. Very good evening to everyone who are tuning in around the world, as we are live around the world this evening. So what I'll do for you then is run you through the team news very, very soon. The players just standing waiting to go through the handshakes with the officials. As soon as I go through the handshakes, I'll bring you the team news for this evening's match. As I was saying off air to JB, there's 4 players in the Braga side with the exact same surname, different first names. So I'll try and bring you those so I know which ones are those during the game, and you'll know as well. Cracking atmosphere here at Molineux, as I said. The team's going through the handshakes right now. So what I'll do for you then is bring you up to date with the all-important team news here at Molineux, and I'll start off with the hosts and Premier League side, Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's with Patricio in goal, Bennett, Cody, Bolly at the back, Doherty, then Duncan, Neves, Gibbs White and Otto in midfield, Jimenez and Cutrone up front. On the bench for Wolves, Ruddy, Neto, Diego Jota, Saiz, Moutinho, Vinagre and Traore. As for Braga then, Wolves playing a traditional 3-5-2 at the back. Jakob Kellert is the referee from Denmark. All the officials incidentally are from Denmark. He is assisted by Lars Umlaug and Ein Sorensen, with Jens May, the 4th official here tonight. As for Braga then, it's Mathias, should I say, Isago Bivinara, Santos Segura, for Sergio Paulinho, Andre Orta, Ricardo Orta, Paulinho, and Galeno, should I say, is the starting lineup for Braga. Their bench is Eduardo, the former Chelsea goalkeeper, Claudemir, Hassan, Di Viana, Novias, Costa and Francisco. The team's just going through the Wolves just going through the huddle. Now they do every game before it kicks off. All the players involved in that huddle, it looks like to me. And we are almost ready for kick-off. Just want to say a very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining me here this evening. I'll bring you up to date as the evening progresses with all the other games going on around the world. And it's Braga here though, which will get us underway, and they have done. And he's across now with Visagio, and he plays it down the line to Sergio, and he knocks it all the way back to the right centre back of Viana, across to Santos, and that's across there. Segura at the back for Braga. Neves thought we were going to give away a free kick there, but he hasn't. And Mersu has it back in the defence. Braga coming forward, and he's got it with Sergio down the right hand side from Braga. And it's a lovely run from Galeno inside the penalty, pulls it across. No one in there for Braga, comes out to the edge of the box. And there's a shot from the edge of the penalty area, blocked. I think it was from Sergio, the captain, with that effort there for Braga. But it's 0-0 here at Molineux. Good start for the Portuguese side, but the still not over. Danger not over yet. He's into from Sergio once more. Pulls it towards the left, near far side of the left as Braga attack. Wolves trying to push out at the back of the moment. Can't get it out. He's still 0-0. Early stages of this game. Here in Molineux, the Europa League Live. Was running in the OC for the match this evening. And we've had an early goal in the 8 o'clock kickoff. Ghent taking an early lead against Etienne inside 2 minutes. Jonathan David with that goal. It's still goalless here in Molineux though, so you've not missed much as we watch the game. As Bolly has possession for Wolves. Into Cuddy, the captain. All right to Bennett. Bennett controls. Into Ruben Neves. And now on to Bolly. Bolly controls well. Back to Neves. Across to Cody once more. Cody up towards halfway. Turns it back for Bennett. Who plays it back to Neves, who's dropping in as Cody pushed up, and he plays it out wide to this left inside of the 3-man defence. In Bolly, he plays it back to Cody. So Wolves just having it at the back of the moment. Crossfield pass from Cody, and it's a wayward crossfield pass, trying to pick out Johnny Otto on that far side. Well, on this near side, should I say, to me, and it's not being given. Nuno Espirito Santo, the Wolves manager, guided Wolves to Europe in his first season in the Premier League, and then they're in the European stage for the 2019-2020 campaign, should I say, as Braga come over halfway on the far side. Sergio, should I say, had possession, and he's out wide there to Andreu Horta, and he's knocked back towards the penalty, in towards the middle of the box. Well, middle of the pitch, should I say. And that's Ricardo Horta to back to the right back Santos. No, left back Segura rather. And they're coming forward once again. Still goalless and Molineux. 3 minutes gone in towards the penalty. Low into the box, and Bolly has to get across there. And he has to clear that out for a throw to Braga. Good start from the visitors here in Molineux. Still 0-0 as we watch this game. As Wolves in Europe for the first time in 150 odd years, I think it's 153 years, and we are live with you this evening. Make sure you tune in and you'll be able to listen to the commentary game live And I just want to say good evening to Mike Ornament. He's on. Hope you're doing okay, mate. And bye to where did Carousel go? AFT. Mike Ornament, he says he's true to his word. I can have anything I want after Arsenal kept a clean sheet with that back four, as he says, as Johnny picks up for Wolverhampton Wanderers. He plays it into Neves from Bowley's pass, incidentally. Now to Bennett. Down the line for Dirty. Lovely exchanging inside. And Wolves looking to attack forward. But having to work it at the back of the moment in time. Still goes here in the opening 5 minutes of the game. It's Wolves 0, Braga 0 in Group K of the Europa League. Hope everyone's doing okay this evening. Well, Jimenez, pictured on the screen just there. Max's excellent performance from the Gunners, as it's still no goals here. Early stages of this match. Wolves 0, Braga 0. And we're coming to you live here from Molineux. As we were fencing, Mike. I don't make predictions while I'm on air, mate, as Cutrone has possession over on that far side for Wolves. Attacking the penalty area. Lovely one from Cutrone. Can't get the ball into the penalty area now. And it goes away by Braga, and Cody has to intercept back to Bennett. As Braga tried to counter-attack there. I think that was Andre Orta coming forward. And in fact, it was Polino. I think he had a spell of Tottenham, if it's the same Polino. I know there's a different Polino who used to play for Spurs. I'm not sure if it's the same one now playing his trader Braga. Still 0-0 early stage of the game as Cody picks out Bennett on the far side of the right for Wolverhampton Wanderers. It wasn't me who subbed to you, it was the owner of the channel, and he'll probably say thank you to you at half time when you hear from him then. There's Wolves with Bolly knocking down the line for Otto inside up towards the midfielders in there. Can't pick up, can Wolves at the moment, can't get he stuck up at the front, so having to try and work it on the far side of the right as it's down the line. Trying to flick it on, looking for a run, but no one was running in behind, and Braga fetched the ball out at the back. Sergio coming in with a magnificent challenge, but Jimenez and Neves does well to try and get it back. But Braga of possession. Polino works it out wide to the left in Santos. And he plays it across to his centre back partner, Viana. Bruno Viana, that is. And Sergio has it back to Bruno Viana across to Santos once more. Goalless here. Molineux as Mateus, I think he's how you pronounce his name, or that's how I'm going to pronounce it anyway, picks up for Braga, and he's Neves doing well to close down Bruno Viana there, and it's gone behind for a goal kick to Braga. JB is on, it says, replying to No Caton. There you go, commentary JB. Earlier on today, he brought us the Arsenal game, which Arsenal won by 3-0, and there's an offside flag up there. No, the ball had gone out of play. It looked like the flag had gone through offside, but the ball's gone out of play for a throw to Braga on that far side. Another early goals in the Champions League. Espanyol are 1-0 down against Ferencvaros, thanks to Javier Rodriguez's own goal. And FC Porto opened the scoring through Suarez, should I say, against home to Young Boys. Their lead by a goal to 0. Those are the only goals of the games in the European matches this evening, as we're drawing 0-0. Here's Wolves win a free kick, foul on Gibbs White. And CSK Moscow take the lead against Ludogorets. Agodiev with the goal there. There's still goalless here though, and Molineux. Wolves have a free kick. Still goalless as Bolly wins the header on the edge of the box. Wolves strike over the bar in the end. I think it was from Neves, it was, and just over. Great free kick. Cody with the free kick forward. Bolly gone forward and headed it back. And it flicked back again to Neves, who tries his luck from long range, but can't keep his shot down, and he goes behind and over the bar for a goal kick. Nil. Even Molineux. Hopefully we'll have some goals to bring you. I hope I'm not jinx that now. Let's hope I'll be able to fetch some goals from this game, as Braga attack with Van Sergio plays it all wide to the right, goes down, does think he was dirty try. It was Contrado trying to get back, and he's still goalless here. Thank you, Panini. He's just brought us up to date with that Espanyol Ferencvaros game, which we've already mentioned, where it is 1-0 to Ferencvaros. If you can keep us up to date, Panini, with the scores from the games involving the British clubs, in case I don't see them when we're commentating on this one, please bring me up to date with the match involving the British sides are Man United and Rangers. Still 0-0 and Molineux. Not miss much, as Bennett will, as Lurty will come across to take the throw on that far side. He throws up field looking towards the forwards there, which was Jimenez and Contron. Ludogorets 0, CSK Moscow 1 is another latest score, which I brought to you. Slavia Bratislava against Besiktas. Borussia Mönchengladbach fall behind against OZ Pereswak. And Partizan Belgrade are losing 1-0 to AZ. Early goals in those other European ties this evening. The referee, Jakob Kellet, is from Denmark, like the rest of his officials are also from Denmark. I love Rusty Sam is on. He says, what do you think about Ajax Lille? Have I watched it? Rusty Sam, thank you very much for getting involved. I've not watched that game. Incidentally, I was watching. Yes, I've not watched that game, Ajax and Lille, just yet, so I can't really say much about my thoughts on that one. But let's get back to tonight, and let's get back to Molineux, where I am this evening. As Wolves come forward down the line, looking for Dendoncker. and he puts Greta under pressure. He's still goalless here. And Molyneux, you've not missed much. As Wolves trying to put the ball over the top. As in towards Contrano there. And he can't take it on. Patrick Contrano couldn't take it on. And he goes through for a goal kick. Love the ball over the top there. Brilliant ball over the top. We're just going to pick it up. Brilliant control as well. We're just going to, with that control, took it away from him in the finish, and he goes through for a goal kick. It's 0-0 Wolves and Braga. Porto 1, Young Boys 1. Young Boys have levelled the game. From a penalty, looks like. Jean-Pierre Nessam from the spot. Thank you for Panini for bringing that goal flash to us. Yeah. On the JB Claret channel, hashtag JB Live to get involved on the socials. Don't forget 65th minute, let you know when that is. And you can vote for your man of the match. So let me know who you think man of the match should be this evening. Wolves 0, Braga 0. 16 minutes gone here. Lovely control by Bolly. He's control. And this pass up towards Johnny Otto. Gave possession back to Braga. And they have a free kick to Braga. But it was taken quickly, so the referee wanted him to take it again. The referee, Jakob Kellett from Denmark. No, as JB mentioned, there's no VARs in this game, as Ricardo Sergio coming forward for Braga. He plays it across to Paulo Santos, and he plays it to his centre-back partner Bruno Viana. And we are currently 0-0 in this game. Cutrano closing down Matthews. And it's still 0-0. I'll bring you up to date with all the latest scores as they go in around the world this evening. You can get in contact with us. Just get involved. Just go to, if you're listening while you're out on the roads, when it's safe and legal to do so, just message in the chat box and let us bring you up to date with all the games and ask for predictions. 17.5 minutes gone here. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Braga 0 is the score. Incidentally, if you want to catch all the games and highlights and don't want to know the score, switch off now. Highlights on BT Sport 2 in the UK at about 10:30 this evening, where you can watch all the goals from every single match, including Arsenal's goals earlier. Leicester v Tottenham in the Premier League, also on BT this weekend. Not sure which games are going to be here on the JB Claret channel for the weekend yet, as the ball is picked out. Johnny Otto on this far side. Lovely control. Can't take it on even further. Braga now comes away with possession. Still 0-0. And Braga have the ball with Sakara from Santos's pass. Down the line it goes to Galeno. Galeno controls and knocks it back to Santos. And back to Galeno. Down the line it goes, looking for a run of Sagero. Puts the low cross in and is cleared behind by Cody. Or out for a throw by Cody. It's cleared anyway by Cody. Let's just watching this chance again. Love the ball down the line. Looked like it could have been on ball there. He's going out for a throw. And Wolves winning back in clear field. We're giving position back to Braga, and Wolves can't get out at the moment. 0-0 is the scoreline here this evening. Wolves 0, Braga 0. And he's out of play for a throw. Braga manager down pitch side just below me, barking out instructions. He's Ricardo Sarpinto. Gotta keep dehydrated. Warm evening here in the Midlands. Whereas Wolverhampton Wanderers against Braga in the Europa League, and that ball down the line from Segura has run almost through and behind for a goal kick. Wolfsburg 1, Alessandra 0 in the exact same league, I believe, as this game that we're covering this evening, and Wolfsburg take the lead and is through Maxim Arnold on 20 minutes. But here at Molineux is 0-0 as Wolves have the ball over on that far side. It's Doherty back to Bennett. 0-0 the scoreline. Bolly has possession and is coming forward. Lovely fullback from Bolly into Cutrone. It was Neves rather, and he good possession cheaply away there. It's still 0-0. Paulinho goes down. No free kicks as a referee. And now Wolves will look to break. He's up in the air. Cutrone holding. Neves doing well. Torn off his man and puts a dangerous ball in for Cutrone. Controls on his chest. Finishes it down. Turns. Gets a shot away and over the bar in the finish. It looks as though Cutrone had handled the ball as that ball got played, as that ball arrived at his foot. I just want to see this again. Lovely work here from Ruben Neves. Lovely ball over the top. He chested down, in fact. Then lovely turn and a shot over the bar. Can't keep that shot down, and it's still can't keep the shot down and on target. He's over the bar from Cutrone. No Espirito Santos stood with his arms folded on the sidelines, and he knew that was a big chance for his side to take the lead here. And Braga striker Paulinho is flagged offside there. It's 0-0 and Molineux. Rose Jimenez song being chanted around. There's a ball's in towards the penalty area. And Jimenez was in there, but he couldn't take it down. Love the ball from Cutrone. Crossed in, looking for Neves. And Jimenez, but he couldn't keep the shot down. And he must be going Nick because Bennett has come up from the back. He's now wiping the towel on the with the ball. Well, ball with the towel, rather. And about to prepare a long throw. This must be something Wolves have worked on. Got a flick from a Braga man then. As Bennett with the long throw into the penalty area, flicked away. As far as Neves. No two chested down. Trying to win it back. As Dirty has it now. Here's Neves. Love the ball in towards Bolly. Flick down. Cutrone's in there. Congo. Get in. Santos was in and up against him there. And now Cody ties up for Wolves on the back. But not very well. Still 0-0. And Molineux. Great game of football. Consider it's 0-0. Let's hope we don't have another 0-0. Now we did on Monday night with JB at Villa Park in the Midlands. That's the foul there from As we just see this chance again, not seeing that freak again. I think Rukatroni was being penalised there. Fell on Segura. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Nice chance from Dendonka rather. Still 0-0 there. Wolves 0, Braga 0, the scoreline. As a ball is flicked across there and it's gone all the way and out for a throw. Trying to pick out Doherty with that crossfield pass, and Braga will have a throw here. There's been a goal, another goal in this game in Wolves' group, and it's Wolfsburg 2, Alexandria 0. Memedy with the goal, and Shea Ojo is up and scoring for Rangers against Feyenoord. Rangers 1, Feyenoord 0. There with the crossing, and Wolves get the ball away. And Johnny Otto can break. What's he got here? Johnny Otto, love the ball inside. Can't pick out a teammate though in Neves, and his Braga managed to get it clear, and he's out of play for a throw to Wolves. Lovely footwork to get past two there, did Johnny, and it's still 0-0. Johnny Otto, left back, signed from Atletico Madrid. I think it was last season. We signed him as Dirty to Neves, and across to Cody. Just mentioned that one Panini, but thank you anyway. Wolfsburg 2, Alexandria 0. Keep come flashing in. And it's just popped up on my screen. Rangers 1, Feyenoord 0. Ojo, as I've just mentioned. Besiktas Taylor have drawn level against Slavian Bratislava. And AZ a 1-up away at Partizan Belgrade, but are down to 10 men. As Wolves chant, now they've got Ruben Neves. Kutrona turns well in towards the penalty area, comes across, is in number 60, Joao Palina. Escaio win that aerial challenge. Wolfsburg are also in Wolves' league as Braga come down the right hand side, and Bolly has to come across to tidy up, and at the expense of a corner. Still 0-0 at Old Trafford, I believe. No goals in that one to tell you about. As this Wolves Neil Braga knows the Braga corner comes in, he's headed away at the back post by Doherty. But he's out wide there for number 21, which is Ricardo. Then he plays it, trying to play it in, and he looks to get it back, and he has got it back. First time crossing is poor, and has gone behind for a goal kick. Approaching the half-hour mark. in the final 15 minutes of the first half. It is Wolves 0, Braga 0. Porto take a 2-1 lead, serves with his second of the game against Young Boys. It's 2-1 there now. Cody with the ball out to Bennett. Down the line it goes to Dirty, inside. Lovely footwork. He's still going. Can't get a strike away. He's Braga. Will look to break. Galeno does brilliantly. Into the penalty, still going. Goes down. No penalty kick. From the referee, I want to see a replay. I'll be very interested to see a replay of that one. The referee, Jakob Kellett, immediately said no, but the man, Galeno, is staying down inside the penalty area. Penalty area, should I say. Let's watch this. Galeno goes inside. Cody sticks out a leg, but then doesn't touch him, and does he pull his arm though? Does he pull his arm? There's a percent on his chest, but not enough for him to go down there for me. Initially I thought he was, but that replay has proved otherwise. Demonstrated with the fourth official, sent him straight back to his technical area. To the Braga manager. Ricardo Sapinto. Still goal slow for Molineux. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Wolves yet to win in the Premier League. And Wolves get the ball back with Bolly. After a ball downfield by Sergo, can't pick out a man. Oh, lovely turn from Otter. Love the ball in. Can't pick out a teammate there in the box. There's no one on the edge. Andre Otter plays it through for Polino. Galeno is cut out. Polino's passed towards Galeno, was cut out there by Bolly. Now Wolves can fetch the ball away. Johnny does well. And then Neves does well to play the ball out wide under pressure. And now Doherty for Wolves. Coming forward. Far side the right. Lovely footwork this from Wolverhampton Wanderers. 0-0. Credit with the ball to Neves. Lovely footwork. Sprays out wide to Otter. Back inside to Neves. Back out wide it goes. For Gibbs White. Lovely cross from Gibbs White. Can't pick out a teammate. Comes on the edge of the box. Neves is there. Dirty towards the penalty with an head. Comes out to Otto. In towards Gibbs White. Chips it up. Should have. Wrong idea. Nah, it was a good idea to play that way in the box. Across the face of the goal. But all he needed was rolling across the face of the goal. Needed to roll across the face of the goal. JB, MOTM, a little bit later, Lena, how to do that one if he wasn't tuned into the previous game. With Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Braga 0. Here. This evening. Europa League Group K audio commentary. as it's Wolves nil, Braga nil. Cody with a foul. Let's have a look at another penalty shout. It was a great one inside the penalty by Galeno, and it goes. I think Cody may have caught him as he goes through, but he stays on his feet for an extra couple of seconds. That's probably why the referee not giving it. If he'd have gone down straight away, Galeno, I think he might have given it if he'd have gone down straight away. But lovely footwork, this. Escaio, lovely ball. It was a penalty area and just wide. I think it was a cross there, but Escaio with the ball. It was a cross which almost turned into a goal there. 0-0. Watching Gladbach trailing by 2-0 to OZ Peletswak in the Europa League. 2-0 up are those there. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Just under 10 minutes to go before the break. And we're still awaiting our first goal. As a ball picked out. Dirty as a person would you come off? He come off dirty. Going to the linesmen who were the nearest to that there. I wasn't sure. Can't really tell from my commentary position. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Panini says Manchester United game is awful. I can tell we're being 0-0. This one is 0-0, but it's exciting. We've had chances of end to end, but no goals yet. Well, Jimenez trying to go an end of the ball over the top by Morgan Gibbs-White, the young England man, and it's still 0-0. Coming up in October, next round of Champions League matches, Tottenham against Bayern Munich is on Tuesday the 1st of October. And that's live for you if you've got BT. And also, Wolves next in action in the Europa League, 3rd of October away to Besiktas. But it's still 0-0 here though. So the Wolfsburg game then isn't in this group like I thought. It appears that one was a little bit wrong information from me. Sorry about that. But Johnny Otto Castro has placed back for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 0-0 the scoreline. Ball for Neves. And now plays out wide to Bennett. On that far side, the right. Now Doherty. Back into Bennett. Now it's with Cody coming up towards halfway. Feeds into Neves. Back into Cody. Bennett's actually this moment playing as a right back. With Doherty playing a bit further forward. Oh, lovely footwork. Doherty. Messi back again. Trying to pick out Gibbs wide, but Braga was alert to the danger and tied it up. Still goalless. And Molineux. This is exciting for 0-0. St Etienne have equalised. Former Sunderland player, Wabby Kazri with the goal there. It is 0-0 between Wolves and Braga. Grinder 1. I can't help drawing a breath every now and again. Ball in towards Paulinho there, back to the game, but he was chested down in the end, and Patricio can clear for Wolves, and Wolves will look to break and try and get a goal before half time as Cody feeds into Johnny Otto. Lovely footwork. Gibbs White. Now it's Cutrone. Cutrone can't get a shot away. And lovely footwork there from Galeno, goes down. Right in front in Nuno Espirito Santo, but he's not given anything there. Wolves 0, Braga 0 is the scoreline. Into the last 4 minutes of the first half, still scoreless in this game. Hope you stick it. Hope you turn the commentary down on that game then, Panini. Stay tuned for second half commentary here, mate. Don't abandon me. Now you're the man to keep me up to date with all the scores in case I don't see any. You can't abandon me now, mate. As Roma take the lead against Istanbul Balıkesir. Thanks to Junior Kakara to the goalers. Johnny coming forward for Wolves. Plays a bit behind Cutrone there. Johnny once more. Lovely footwork to get the ball back. Wolves. Neves to Bolly. Still the Wolves game on them, Panini. I know you maybe and watch that one and have the volume turned down, my commentary on, and keep the pictures up with my commentary. And it's pausing and about to go through with my commentary, mate. As it's 0-0 here at Molineux. Panini says the Man United game is bad. I take it it's still 0-0 and nothing really happening in the Man United game then, Panini. Oh, there's a Wolves chance there. Cutrone with a chance to finish for Wolves after good work from Dirty. But he drags his shot wide. How's he pulled that wide? I would put my house on him scoring from there. He drags it wide. And I think the reason why I dragged it wide, there was a man coming in, sliding in to put him off in the end. Still 0-0 as approaching the final minute of the first half. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Wolves should really be in the lead here. Johnny. For Gibbs White. Here's Neves. Punched clear by the keeper. On this first Bennett. Bolly now. Neves. Johnny. Neves once more. Neves. Everyone, it looks like, is behind the ball here. Grinder 1, what team do you support, mate? So we just can't finish at the moment. Let me know what your team you support, my friend. And if you make sure you subscribe to this channel, guys, more live commentaries coming your way hopefully over the weekend. and through the remainder of the season. Johnny, for Neves, across to Doherty. Grinder One is a Wolves fan. Pleasure to have you on board, my friend. Station will probably bring more Wolves games in the Europa League and also in the Premier League as well throughout the season. You see, you just can't finish the moment. You got two against Chelsea on the weekend, albeit one was an own goal. As Bola tries to pull the ball over the top as we enter 60 seconds at the end of this first half. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Wolves have had chances to go on up. That the best chance for me, the best chance for Wolves, in my opinion, falling to Cutrone a few moments ago, where he dragged the shot wide with the defender putting him off. But Braga have had some chances as well. Galeno going through, Paulinho having chances, Van Sergio going through as well. Is it tale of which team is going to score this evening and break the deadlock? I think whoever breaks the deadlock will win this game. It's disposing towards the penalty area and is comfortably headed back by Doherty to Patricio, and he'll take time to bring the game towards the conclusion of the first half as Oli has possession. Move towards Cody Neves, and it's half time. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Braga with some chances. Trying to with the best one for Wolves, but kind of take it slightly firing wide with one of the best chances of the game, and it's still nil at the break. Well, I say it's still nil. Yes, it's still 0-0, and we're now going to a break. So I'll break off for 15 minutes. I'll hand you over to JB. But before I do, let's see if there's any more latest scores coming in. Rangers went up at half time. Besiktas have gone up 2-1 just before the break. Partizan Belgrade have put one back before the break. Genk back in front as well. But to stay around through the rest of the game, some of you today with all the half-time scores and some reaction from our earlier commentary is back to JB out in Germany, where he covered Frankfurt 0, Arsenal 3 from earlier. But here in Molineux, it is Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Sporting Braga 0. JB.
Thank you very much, Russ, and welcome back to Germany, where it finished earlier tonight. Frankfurt 10-man, Frankfurt 0, Arsenal 3. We're still not managed to get any sound clips from Umar Henry, I'm afraid. Let's run you through the full scores as I've got them. We're going to do the latest ones, of course, half-time scores. In fact, let me bring you up to date with what happened earlier. Abond Idleral, I'm sorry, mate, this is an audio commentary. Can I just say, read the title before going on. If you don't like it, go away. Otherwise, enjoy. If you don't like it, go. But if you want to stay around and enjoy the commentary, please do. We're not. Read the title before you go on. That is one of the worst things I get on these messages. Somebody will just say one thing. It annoys me. Anyways, Russ said it's 0-0 at Wolves. It's also been a very tough game at Old Trafford, where there's not been much going on by the looks of it. But we'll come to that in a second. Right, let's bring you up to date what happened earlier tonight. In Group A, these are all results. These are the earlier games that we brought you updates with. Apple Nicosia 3, FC Delange 4, or F91 Delange 4. A great game over in Cyprus in Group A, one of the games of the tournament so far by the looks of it. And Karabag in the same group 0, Seville 3. These are results, by the way. In Group B, Dynamo Kiev 1, Malmo 0, and FC Copenhagen 1, Lugano 0. Group C, FC Ball 5, Crescenda 0, and Getafe 1, Trabzonspor 0. In Group D, We've got Lask 1, Rosenborg 0. That's a full-time score. These are all full times. These are from the 5 to 6 kickoffs. And PSV Eindhoven 3, Sporting Lisbon 2. Sorry, PSV Eindhoven 3, Sporting Lisbon 2. That's in Group D. The Bal and Getafe games were from Group Z. And in Group B, finally, in Group B, we had this is Celtic's group. FC Cluj 2, Lazio 1. A bit of a shock there for Lazio. Disappointment for them. But a great point away from home for Celtic. A tremendous result for them against Rennes. They trailed at the break to a penalty scored by Nyang. But they hit back in the second half. And a penalty they got as well. Christie keeping his cool from the penalty spot. And it earns Neil Lennon-Seam a priceless point in Rennes tonight in France. And in Group F, the game that we brought you earlier tonight, Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Arsenal 3. And in the same group, Group F, this is Standard Liège 2, Victor Gummiaz 0. Right, half times from the 8 o'clock kickoffs. We start in Group J, where it's Borussia. Well, this is a real shocker here over in Mönchengladbach. Borussia Mönchengladbach 0, RZ Pellets 3. You couldn't make that up. These are half-time scores. Pellets 3-0 up against Mönchengladbach. That is a real shocker there. That is for sure. In the other game in Group J, Roma lead Istanbul Bekashir, a team that Burnley beat in the qualifiers in the same competition last season. They lead by a goal to 0 the Italian side. And good going for them in Rome. In Group K, the group that we're focusing on tonight, as you know, it's Wolves 0, Braga 0. We'll be bringing you second half coverage with Russ Burning in very shortly. But in the other game, it's an interesting game. Besiktas of Turkey leading Slovan Bratislava by 2-1 away from home. That's a really good. That's not a bad result for Besiktas, who might be on paper favourites to win the group along with Wolves. In Group L, Manchester United, what's going on at Old Trafford? Now, from what I've heard, and I've not seen the game on television, it has been a dour, turgid affair. From what I've been hearing on the comments section, it was apparently it's terrible according to Panini, and there's not really been much according and allegedly there's not been much going on, and well, it's no great surprise it's 0-0. So. There'll be a few oohs and oohs at Old Trafford right now, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be on the edge of his seat, absolutely kacking himself at the moment, because it's obviously not been good enough against an Astana side who on paper United should be winning 3 or 4-0 on paper, but at the moment it is 0-0. Old Trafford is empty. What, for a European night? My goodness me. Anyway, in the other game in Manchester United's Group L, between Partizan Belgrade and AZ Alkmaar, that's currently 1-1 at half-time, so there's been a lot more action in that game. A couple more groups to bring you. We'll come, 3 more groups stage half-times to bring you. FC Porto 2, Young Boys of Bern 1, that's half-time in Porto. And an emotionally charged Ibrox, where Rangers lost one of their most favourite players, one of their most brilliant players, Fernando Rickson. He died, sadly, he died sadly on Tuesday, I think it might have been, yesterday, only 43 years old. It doesn't bear thinking about a guy who's fit and healthy as he was could die so with a sudden illness, with an illness like he had, and of course, before we mention what's been happening, it's been an emotion. It must be emotional for his family at the moment, and needless to say, our condolences and thoughts on this YouTube channel go out to Fernando Rickson's family and close family and friends at this terrible time. But Rangers will be doing him proud at the moment, because they lead by an order and an emotionally charged night, I'm sure, up at Ibrox by a goal to 0. So great, and that would be a great way to honour Fernando Rickson if they could get a big result in Europe, and Feyenoord aren't an easy side, that's for sure. So that's Group G. Group H, Espanyol 0, Ferencváros 1. The Hungarians leading at half time there. And Ludogorets 0, CSKA Moscow 1. So the away teams having the better of things at the moment at half time in Group H. And finally, Group G, KAA Ghent 2, Saint Etienne of France 1 in a Belgian-French clash. And in Germany, in Wolfsburg, it's Wolfsburg 2, Alexandria 0. That's all the half-time scores in the Europa League. But no goals in our second live feature at the moment, which comes from Molineux as Wolves and Braga battle it out in Group K of this Europa League. Well, it wasn't a great night for English clubs in the Champions League the last couple of nights. There was some disappointing results for Liverpool. They were beaten 2-0 in Naples. But Manchester City and of course Chelsea losing in the last minute as well. And of course, the only bright spot for many of the English teams in Europe yesterday was Manchester City putting that defeat at Norwich firmly behind them with a 3-0 result away from home, a terrific result for them. And well, Tottenham, they had it in the bag at one point last night, didn't they? They were 2 goals up and seemingly coasting, but then their inability to keep a lead absolutely did them. They did exactly what they did against Arsenal 2.5 weeks ago, and bottled it, and they ended up drawing 2-2. So plenty of food for thought for the 4 Champions League representatives from these shores. That is for sure. And of course, the big result of last night really was in Paris, where PSG absolutely outplayed Real Madrid. There was a bit of VAR controversy because Gareth Bale had scored an absolute worldie, but it had been ruled out by VAR for an offside, for an handball in the build-up as he was controlling the volley to hit it on the volley. But that's why the technology is there. It's there to rule out and stamp out the cheating, and VAR served its purpose, although we were denied a Gareth Bale special. But there's also been rumours that Zinedine Zidane could be There's also rumours that Zinedine Zidane could be on his last legs already. He's only just walked back in the door for his second spell, and he's in massive trouble. They haven't had a particularly good start to the season. There's been unrest in the camp. They've let Sergio Ramos go, and it's all a bit disarray. Eden Hazard has not had a great start to life in Spain after his much publicised move from Chelsea. It's all falling apart at the seams, it looks like, at the Bernabeu, and now there's talk of Jose Mourinho in a lot of the newspapers and a lot of news websites that Jose Mourinho could be being touted as the next Real Madrid manager. So it looks as if newspaper reports are to be believed, and we don't know whether they're concrete reports. So let's keep it like this. Let's keep it at that point. Zinedine Zidane could well be on his way out of Real Madrid if they're not careful. So there's lots and lots of pondering to do for Real Madrid. A team that 2 years ago were conquering Europe, and now they don't seem to be performing at the highest level again. They look a team that's devoid of any ideas or any confidence. And this was against a PSG side that was missing Mbappe and Neymar amongst others. So there's obviously something not particularly right in the Madrid camp at the moment, and it must be said. And also, I have to say, another big game. Okay, ended 0-0, but for a 0-0, it was a classic. That was between Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona, and Andre ter Stegen deserves a lot of credit because some of the saves he pulled off. Barcelona would have lost that game if it wasn't for Andre ter Stegen. He made some magnificent saves in the game. At the Signal Iduna Park, and it was just amazing. Well, here over in Molineux, we're waiting for the teams to come back out over in the Midlands, in the Midlands, for the second half. In ITV terms, it would have been known as the Central Television Region, but they don't do regions on ITV anymore. But in the Midlands, here we're waiting patiently for the teams to come out over at Molineux. We're still in Germany. We were hoping to get an interview from Umar Emery, but I don't think we seem to be getting anywhere with that at the moment. So, but a great performance from Arsenal anyway, by winning by 3-0, and they looked in complete control. We might see if we can get an interview with him at full time. We're just waiting there, but in the early games though, there were some great standout results. That game in Cyprus, as I was talking about earlier, and a great performance from Celtic, and a point away from home is nothing to be sniffed at. Celtic will always be underdogs, so too will Rangers, but they're performing terrifically well. They must win their home games, because away from home they might find it difficult, as Celtic will probably testify, but they've got a point. That's the important thing for Celtic. Rangers are winning 1-0 at Ibrox, and at Old Trafford it looks as if the fans, believe it or not, are voting with their feet at the moment. The United fans have come in fancy dress as the Old Trafford seats. Well, at the moment, it's not looking good for Manchester United at the moment. They're up against a very, very less than average side, with all due respect to the team they're playing against. And this is a real opportunity for Manchester United tonight. They really say that we want to take this competition serious, but Astana really are performing magnificently. And you've got to say, to actually keep them at bay and not even limit them to too much in terms of way of clear goal scoring opportunities, it absolutely boggles the mind. But Manchester United are being held rather firmly at the moment by at half time at Old Trafford, and it's not looking good up in Manchester at the moment. But a little further down in Wolverhampton, however, the teams are about to come out for the second half, just waiting for the Wolves team. There's the Braga team just in the tunnel there, I see on my computer monitor, and we're all ready to off in a second or two to kick off. So we'll hand you over to the third greatest son of Yorkshire, behind Sir Michael Parkinson and the newly appointed Sir Jeff Boycott, the third most famous Yorkshireman in the world, Russ Vernon. Russ, what's it like being the third most famous Yorkshire son behind Sir Michael Parkinson and Sir Jeff Boycott?
It's very good, actually, JB. So the players are back out then for the second half. Here at Molineux, it's Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Braga 0. Crotone kicks off the second half for Wolves. And Neves' ball forward is charged down, and he's been given as an eye boot here early on in the second half. It is Wolves 0, Braga 0, as we watch this match live this evening for everyone here on the JB Clara YouTube channel. Live commentary for the second half underway. As Braga get a shot away at the early stages of the second half through the number 20, which is Pellinio. Great ball through to him and takes it past one and tricked Cody, and he fires it to the arms of Patricio. It was the easy save for the Wolves man. And it's 0-0 as Braga's right back, which is Santos, gives away a throw. Doherty now takes it, controls well, just Doherty. Back it goes to Bennett, and Cody, and back to Bennett once more for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'll give you the two teams in a second, as I don't think there's been any changes. Not that I can see anyways. Wolves come forward. Gibbs White cuts inside. Sets up for Neves over the bar. Still 0-0, so keep up to date with all the goals around in the second half. No changes to either side of the break. That's just been clarified for me. So I'll just bring you up to date with the team news then in a moment. So it's Wolves 0, Braga 0 here in Molineux as we watch this Europa League game. As Doherty comes forward for Wolves. He's got Neves outside of him, and he plays it to Neves, who plays it to Bennett, and now to Cody. Across there to Dendoncker, and he's back, and now Wolves will look to come forward over halfway. Lovely ball down the line, and he's lovely ball down the line. It's cleared out in the end by Bruno Viana for Braga. Not been able to give you the team check because they plays attacking brilliantly on the start of the second half. Johnny Otto will leave the throw to Bennett, who's come forward from the back. Another long throw. For Wolves. Wolves, it's a penalty. Click from the long throw, and it's gone into a penalty area! And the keeper claims Mateus. And he throws the ball out quickly, does he? Yes, and he's with the good game early. Hopefully this will be a good second half as we watch the game live. As with Wolves in possession of the back, I can bring you up to date with the team news for the start of the second half. For Wolves, we've been no changes. Patricio in goal, Bennett, Cody, Bolly at the back, Dirty, Dendoncker, Neves, Gibbs White, Otto in midfield, Jimenez and Cutrone up front. The substitutes bench of Ruddy, Neto, Diego Jota, Saiz, Moutinho, Vinagre and Traore. As for Braga, so if any pronunciations are wrong, is Matthews. I'll bring you that team in a moment as Wolves come forward on this far side of the left. Johnny can't take it forward, so I'll bring you that team. Those Matthias in goal, Ricardo Sergio, Bruno Viana, Santos, Zugera. For Sergio, their captain, Pelina, Andre Orta, Ricardo Orta, Pelino, Galeno, Eduard, Cormier, Hassan, Diego Viana, Navas, Costa, and Francisco is the subs for Braga. I'll keep you up to date with all the latest scores from around Europe. We've had 2 quick goals in the second half, which have put Ludogorets 2-1 up against CSKA Moscow. Wanderson on 47, and then Luca on 50. Wolves 0, Braga 0 here, and Molineux does. It's how wide it goes. Junior turn to us. Ruben Neves comes across. Shot on target there in the end from Dendoncker. And a brilliant save from Matthias. Should have been 1-0 Wolves there. Great bit of play. And Dendoncker should be scoring from that. The Wolves will come again as Cody has it for Bennett. Lovely pressure this from Wolves. Bennett for Dirty. Down the line it goes. Lovely run. But then Dendoncker was had that effort saved. Back to Bennett. Whips the ball in. Flicked on. Right to Johnny. He's got Gibbs right up in support. Johnny still goes and runs it out of play. Well, that was a good bit of pressure and good shot from there from Dendoncker. He really should have scored there. And it's Wolves 0, Braga 0. Just seeing this, but Dendoncker chance again. Johnny with the ball, low ball in. To Neves, who misses his effort. Come to Dendoncker, who really should be putting it. It's the either side of the keeper. His effort was fired straight at the keeper. He took a deflection off the back of Sergio, the Braga defender, and it goes And that's how he missed Neves. Otherwise, I think Neves would have had a clean shot, and he didn't normally miss from, especially from that position he was in. As Cody puts the ball over the top, Cutrone controls well. Look like he brought down there, but not given by the referees. So Guerra takes a free kick throwing quickly as Wolves go by that. Johnny. Lovely work. Neves. Dundonky now plays it back to Bennett. Dundonky has it once more. Dirty rings away him and it's a throw for Wolves, which then Donker will take. Back to Bennett it goes, and Bennett plays across to Cody. 0-0 Molyneux. Neves controls forward of halfway. Deep inside the Braga off. It's out wide to Johnny. Oh, Gibbs right goes for an effort. Saving the end there by the keeper. Matthias. Let me just remind you about the JB man of the match. Quickly, incidentally. As soon as I say voting is open, in the chat, put the hashtag JBMOTM and bring us your man of the match. So, for example, in the Arsenal game, I gave it to Smith Rowe, so Emil Smith Rowe, so I put JBMOTM, Emil Smith Rowe, with the hashtag in front of JBMOTM, and that was your man of the match vote. Man of the match vote in. Still 0-0. Here in Molyneux. He's gone down with an head injury. He didn't like an head injury at first, but he's like holding his head. He's now getting back up to his feet. And the referee had to stop that. Free kick to Wolves to a foul on Gibbs White. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Welcome back. Grinderson says, come on, Wolves. Mike says Saka would have got his Arsenal man of the match. The other man of the match, Mike, was to the score of one of the Arsenal goals, Mr. Joe Willock. As Dirty comes forward for Wolves and he wins a throw-in. I almost had a free kick there. Good challenge from Polina. 0-0 the scoreline. Here at Molyneux. We're yet to have a 0-0 draw when I've been commentating. As Bennett takes a long throw, flicked on, comes to the edge of the box for Neves, who strikes! Blocked by the defence, and he's going out for a throw. Jimenez across there. Jimenez will leave it. Gibbs White has it. Good ball. In across to Bennett. In towards the penalty area. Good ball out wide. Good control. Ruben Neves. For Gibbs White. Lovely control from Gibbs White. Can't beat his man though. It's the referee. And there's a Braga drop ball. As a ball of the referee. And that would have been a drop ball. It appears Oldham Athletic have got a new manager in today. Let's have a look at that. While Braga's goalkeeper Matthias is down and about to receive some treatment. Just so it's another thing up to do with rest of the goals. It's 3-1 to Ludogorets now. Karasu on 52 minutes. Edin Dzeko's put Roma 2-0 up against Istanbul Bashakir and Slavia Bratislava have drawn level against Besiktas in Wolves' group. Patrick Attorney's name has been chanted around here as Oldham earlier on announced Dino Mamria has become the new head coach until till the end of the season. Oldham not doing very well in the league, was Stevenage manager until earlier this month and is now back in football at Oldham. His first game in charge is at home to Morecambe on Saturday. Mike says he's going to for Oldham for the time. For Oldham. For the Stevenage. He'll all follow Stevenage now, but we'll be following Oldham from now on. So Mike will be all things Oldham from us. First one he gets on board is Espanyol plays against Ferencváros. And it's still 0-0. Lovely footwork from Quality play back to Patricio. Ricardo Horta gets crowded out there. Cotronicon flicked into the path of Jimenez. Could we see a change soon for Wolves? I wonder. On the hour mark. Final 30 minutes of the game. Just 5 minutes to go before your man of the match votes to be sent in to us here. They tuned out at half time and Dintiara said to game for the voting. And Wolves 0, Braga 0. Polino with a chance there. Good ball up towards him in the end, and it was just headed wide by Paulinho. Good movement there. Skyle in towards the penalty area. Horta, Ricardo Horta that was. There's it back for the captain, Sergio, who couldn't find the target. 61.5 minutes gone here. Wolves 0, Braga 0. Still waiting that first goal. Partizan Belgrade 2, AZ Alkmaar 1. AZ Alkmaar taking the lead in that game and now find themselves behind. Earlier on in the other game that we covered here on the channel, Arsenal won 3-0 away in Frankfurt and it's still 0-0 here at Molineux. Hopefully we'll have 2 0-0s this week on the channel and hopefully there'll be some goals for us on the channel. Kutronik laid off to Dirty was fouled, and he was then Donker, should I say, and he wins a free kick. Ball coming forward for Wolves over halfway. Now wide it goes to Otto, and he back to Bolin. Now back with Bennett. Now Dirty to Bennett once more. Cody. Still no at Old Trafford. Man United playing Astana. Gibbs Webb with the ball in towards the penalty area. Glenna almost got in a tangle then. Never looked like handball to me. But only a throw has been given. Wolves 0, Braga 0 in the Europa League. Live here on the JB Clever YouTube. Channel. There's a corner kick to Wolves. Good play this by the home side. Ball is same whereabouts he wants it to be put by Gibbs White, who's across there to take it. Ghent 3-1 up against Saint Etienne. Gibbs White with the ball, and it was a penalty area, come across all the way through, couldn't pick out him. Man in all gold, broad green, red and white. Golden Black, should I say, from Wolves, as Doherty's gone down under a challenge there. As I say, thanks to everyone who's tuned in tonight. We have played 65 minutes now, so if you want to vote for your man of the match from this game this evening, all you have to do is follow these simple instructions. Put the hashtag JBMOTM and the name of your player, or who you think's been the best player of this game. And the player with the most votes at the end of the game will become the supplementary man of the match. Don't win an award or anything, guys. It's just for a bit of fun, see who you would vote for man of the match if you was one of the man of the match voters. As Wolves looking to make a substitution down below. I think is with Gibbs White that'll come off, as Wolfsburg have conceded against Alexandra, which is Wolfsburg 2, Alexandra 1. In this game, and Wolves will make their first change now. It's Gibbs White coming off for Moutinho in the 67th minute. Gibbs White has played well. Moutinho with more experience on in that midfield now for Gibbs White, along with Dendoncker and Neves. Wolfsburg 3-1 up. Responded virtually after giving the goal away. So if you had a bit of commentary there, just testing it was still being streamed out live. Mönchengladbach 0, OZ Pellets were like 4 now in that game. And Burnley can't pick out a teammate though. Inside there's still 0-0. Here at Molineux. Wolves against Braga in the Europa League. Thursday night. 6 minutes gone. Then Duncan tried to do a nice look through for Jimenez, but he couldn't do out about that. He's still 0-0, yeah. Ludogorets have now taken a 4-1 lead over CSKA Moscow, and I believe that is Karasu's second of the evening, as Roma take a 3-goal lead against Istanbul Lancashire. No man of the match first in by 90 minutes will leave me having to pick a man of the match, but you can have your say on man of the match, or you think's been man of the match this evening. As a Braga goes down and this man for Braga goes down, Zakir has gone down inside the penalty area. He's been booked for diving. Let's have a look at this again here. There's not enough contact there from Dirty, in my opinion, for him to go down. And the referee's got his spot on there, Segura getting a yellow card for diving. Still 0-0 at Old Trafford. Man United being held by Astana. Wolves being held by Braga, but getting a good they counter themselves. For what being hearing from colleagues down at Old Trafford, it has been a poor showing from Manchester United, shall we say. Galeno coming forward, given away by Bennett. Galeno across. Ricardo Horta scored! All the play from Wolves and pressure, and Ricardo Horta has given Braga the lead. On 71 minutes. Bennett gave possession away, tried to play it down the line. Stupid pass, he was never really on. And then Galeno broke, set to Ricardo Horta, and Wolves defending was shocking there, to be honest. I'm just watching this again. Wolves defence shocking. And Ricardo Horta, who has played very, very well for Braga, has opened the scoring on 71 minutes. Been a goal at Old Trafford as well, incidentally, as that goal's just gone in here at Molineux. Manchester United have broken the deadlock against Astana, and it's the youngster Mason Greenwood with the goal. But Conor Cody is giving instructions out for Wolves to come on and get into the game a bit more. Wolves trail by a goal to 0. 72 minutes on the clock. Mike says cheer up Kieran, our friend Kieran Riley, big Wolves fan. He won't be happy with that. Scoreline. And Molineux at the moment as Wolves trail by a goal to 0. Here in Molineux. Grinder 1 says, oh God, he's a Wolves fan. Ludogorets 5. CSK Moscow 1 now. Kerrison with an hat-trick. As Man United goals just flashed up on my screen in front of me, on the monitor in front of me. Here in the press box. Wolves 0, Braga 1. Football is about taking your chances, and Wolves are not taking theirs. Braga took their first real chance of the game, which through Ricardo Horta, and he's given the lead, and they've gone in lead. Send us your man of the match in, guys. Want to hear from you. Your man of the match this evening. It could be a Braga player if you want to, like Ricardo Horta, who's given them the lead. Or you could give it to a Wolves player. But let me know your... Setting have pulled one back against Ghent. It's 3-2 there now. It was an own goal from Kaminski. Oh, there's Bolier's position for Wolves. Into Neves. All right to Doherty. Down for Dendonka and Bennett. Trying to make amends for that. Giving possession away, but he's giving possession away again. And Galeno's in again. He's got the pace in behind here. Galeno. Can he sit up? He puts it across the face of the goal. But no one was gambling there for Braga. The ball clears away. Down the line for Johnny Otto. And Wolves looking to get back into it, but they won't with a poor pass like that from Neves. I've got to agree there. Wolves living in being very vulnerable at the back to counter-attacks, trying to get this equaliser. And don't need to push up that too many players up there. Wolves making another change. It looks like Diego Jota is about to come on for Wolves. And it is, and it's for Dendonka on 76 minutes. Dendonka's played well in midfield tonight. He's being replaced with 14 minutes to go through Diego Jota. But will Wolves get back into the game? Jota, who plays as a midfielder, looks like at the moment he's going into a midfield type role, and Kieran won't be happy with that. Catch all the Europa League highlights if you're in the UK on BT Sport 2 at 0% tonight. Saturday on BT Sport, you can watch Leicester v Spurs midday. I'll be at Ellen Road then for Leeds United versus Derby County on Saturday, incidentally. May be back in time to bring you 5 kick-off on the channel. I'll have a word with JB if I can, but hopefully some more great games coming up for you. Jota, love the ball from Jota towards Neves. Push off and he's won a corner, has he? No, he's given a free kick away. Matthias booked. For time wasting, they're leading by a goal to nil. The time wasting, it looks like they've come for a point, Braga, for me. But Yotta, over the top. To Catrone. Out wide with Bruno Viana. Moutinho come down to that cross from Catrone as Wolves have possession back. Cody across to Bolle. Wolves coming forward. Last knockings of the game. Into the last 12 minutes of the match. Lovely run there. And he's gone out for a throw. Mateus in goal for Braga. There's just confirmation now, as I told you, that he'd been booked for time wasting up on the monitor screen. Traore's coming on the final. Throw over the dice from Nuno Espirito Santos shortly. He gives possession away. Wolves do, that is. Catrone. Bruno Viana going away. Dirty. I think it'll be Dirty who could be coming off. Traore's been playing as a wing back recently. Marcus said, I'll come to Mark's comment in a moment about Braga time wasting. Neves for Bennett. And he's having to go back to Connor Cardiff for Bolle. Bolle with the ball in. Neves with the header! Straight out the keeper. From Jimenez, rather. Good header. But Tony, the keeper. Mike says, with regards to Braga time wasting again, that yellow card from Mateus. He says they can time waste all they want. The 1-0 up is frustrating as the home team was effective. And who cares how you win? Very true is. And now you got the call substitution spot on. Went to the final 10 minutes of the game. Traore comes on for Dirty. We're into the final 10 minutes of the game. Can Wolves get back into it? All three substitutes made, none by Braga yet. And I'm not surprised by that, with them leading by a goal to nil. Clever tactics from Braga trying to time waste and run the clock down. Trying to pick out Traore on this near side. But can't do that. Yotta, out wide. Moutinho coming forward for Wolves. Johnny now for Bolle. Bolle has a strike on goal and Mateo saves him well. Decent effort there. And Braga getting possession away now for there. Catrone flicks his header forward. Traore for Wolves. Nips inside. 1. Still going Traore. Still going. And wins a throw in the end, Traore. Good bit of play. Mike reckons there's another goal in this. Mike, who's your man of the match, please? Use the hashtag JBMOTM. Bowling over the top in the end from Wolves. Too much on that. Galeno off for Francisco for Braga in the first change in the 84th minute. Played well tonight. As Galeno has created the goal. He could get man of the match. If there's no... He's a contender for man of the match. As he's a goal scorer. Ricardo Horta. Still 0-0 in this game. Moutinho out for Traore. Lovely one from Traore. Can he get the ball in? Puts it in low and it's deflected. Has it gone behind? Just being kept in the end by Mateus. As we're closing on the final 5 minutes. Man of your matches, please. Get them in. Using the hashtag JBMOTM. Grinder, if you're not sure what I'm all about, is put JBMOTM with the hashtag in front. Then the name of the player you think should get man of the match. Whether that's a Wolves player for you, or you think Wolves' best player has been, whether you think someone on the Braga side has stood out. If you're not sure it is, just give me the number of the player and I'll be able to do the rest for you. As Andrea Horta's just gone off for Novias in the 86th minute. And Wolves have given possession away. Jacau. Shot blocked. Nil-nil. Good play this in the end there. And Wolves now. Can they break? Neves came off for Andrea Horta a few moments ago. Can't pick out a man, Wolves, at the moment. They can't pick up and can't pick out a teammate. Still 1-0 to Manchester United at Old Trafford, incidentally. I think, let's double check as we're closing in on the closing stages here at Molineux. As Ricardo Horta has been replaced by Costa. Yes, 1-0 Man United lead. Yeah, they lead at Old Trafford 1-0. Wolves lead here, trail should I say, by a goal to nil. to Braga. As Costa comes on for Ricardo Otter in the 88th minute. The goal scorer and match winner has been replaced. All three subs now being made. Wolves need to be put a good delivery from this free kick, which is Jan Moutinho stood over it. Wolves, it was headed out, ball back in towards the across to Traore, lovely control. Trying to take on his man Traore, and does. Still going Traore, goes back. Neves with the ball in, towards Bolly there, and it's gone through. Glenn says I can't pick a man of the match while seeing them play, mate. Sorry, no worries, mate. Defensively, they have been. Going forward, they've created quite a lot of chances. Just can't put them in the back of the net. I think if Wolves get a goal here, though, mate, then they could go on to get that all-important second. But you need to get that first goal. Getting that first goal is what's crucial. If there's Wolves to get something out of this, they need a goal back. There's a foul there on Jota. By the number 60, Paulinho. Joe Paulino, should I say. Wolves need to get something here. Traore keeps it in. Cody with possession for Wolves. Coming forward. Final minute of overtime. Ball in towards the penalty area and he goes over. Takes deflection. Mike, which order are you giving man of the match to? Andrea or the goal scorer Ricardo? As we enter 6 additional minutes of stoppage time. That came in just in time. I'm just going to clarify which order Mike has given his man of the match to. And then we'll see. Wolves have a late corner here. Jan Moutinho with the corner. Headed away by Wolves. Play just over 30 seconds. The one in the centre midfield. Yeah, Andrea Horta. So Andrea Horta, should I say, has been voted your man of the match, chosen by Mike Ornament. I would have to agree. I think he has played well, but the namesake Ricardo Horta has also played well. I would have probably agree for someone else putting a voting for man of the match. But Andre Horta, your man of the match this evening, as Wolves try and get back into the game and have a throw to try and do that. Just playing over a minute of the 6 additional minutes which have been added. Traore with the throw, chested down there in the middle by Moutinho. Riota. Oh! Mateus with a save from Moutinho. Well, Otto collected a throw from Adama Traore, and then that effort there from Moutinho was a brilliant effort. Or that be Neves, brilliant effort, and it's still 1-0 Braga lead. Corner curled in here, flicked up into the air. Ball in towards the penalty area, still going, challenging in there. 2 minutes of the 6 added on have gone and being played. Jota gets ball one, low ball in. Neves with a shot blocked in there. And now Braga will look to try and break and they can't get out to the mo. Wolves trying to pen them in at the moment. Still 1-0 Braga lead. And that was a great chance for Ruben Neves, but his shot was blocked. The man who's normally in fine goal scoring form for Wolves. And they're struggling to score this season, so I've been told by Grinder 1. Although they did find 2 against Chelsea the weekend. Johnny comes forward. Polina comes sliding in and wins the throat for Braga. Got us up into on the brink of getting a famous win over Wolverhampton Wanderers for his Braga side. In their first ever meeting between the two sides here. Ludogorets win 5-1 against CSKA Moscow. Man United win 1-0 against Astana. Slavia Bratislava leading Besiktas 4-2 stoppage time. 2 goals in a minute. 4-0 rubber. Justin Kluivert, the son of Patrick Kluivert, with another goal. The Mason Greenwood goal has given Man United a 1-0 lead over Astana at Old Trafford. But the game is still not over yet. Bayole can't pick up there. Wolves have a throw. John Moutinho will take. Back to Benitez goes. He needs to go forward here for Wolves. For anything to have a, if we've got anything, have a chance to get anything out of it. Don't play to cross the bar. Wolves, get forward if you want a chance. Catrone! Striking across goal is gone behind. They take a deflection off a Braga man there, did it? Let's have a look. No, it doesn't. Roma win 4-0 against Istanbul Beşiktaş. Ludogorets win 5-1 against CSKA Moscow. Wolfsburg beat Alexandria 3-1. Rangers hold on for a 1-0 win thanks to Sergio's first half goal against Feyenoord. So a big win there for Rangers. Free kick fell by Murray on from Sergio for Braga. Jumps up, catch him in the back, and he holds his head. Partizan Belgrade 2 is an Alkmaar 2. It's a full-time score. Volley booked for challenge late on. There's about 5 seconds left remaining here at Molineux for Wolves to get something from this game. The world as the ball's down over the end of the field. It's a cross. Adama picks up. And he's racing forward, Adama. Lovely run from Adama. Gets far as he. Yes, a free kick. Fired by Santos. Last chance saloon now for Wolves. We're in stoppage time. Of stoppage time. Added on to stoppage time. Played over the 6 minutes, but it's a minimum of 6 minutes. Wolves 0, Braga 1. Excellent game this. Jan Moutinho. A chance to put it on a sixpence here. For a Wolves player to attack. Braga needs to defend this. If they defend this, they'll seal 3 points in the first ever meeting between the two sides. Braga. Free kick for booking for Costa there for sneaking forward from the line. Jan Moutinho with the ball in. Costa deflects and it's gone wide, and that was the last chance for Wolves. And Braga have claimed a 1-0 win here over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Defensively tonight, Nuno Espirito Santo's men have been very, very poor. Going forward, there are a lot of possession and chances, but just couldn't convert them. Braga either took their first real attempt of goal, in my view, which was scored through Ricardo Horta. His namesake, Andre Horta, got man of the match for a very good performance. But Ricardo Horta's goal on 71 minutes gives Braga the win here at Molineux. Pushing Gladbach lose 4-0 to Peltz. Slavia Bratislava beat Besiktas 4-2. Ghent win 3-2 against Saint Etienne. And for the full roundup of all today's Europa League scores, and maybe try and get a bit of reaction from this game as well, and maybe some reaction from the Arsenal game, I'm going to hand you back over to JB now. And I think I need a well-deserved lie down and a dream, but full time here at Molineux. It is Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Braga 1.
Yes, thank you, Russ. Go and get yourself a beer, mate, and put your feet up for a little while. You've deserved it. Well, good commentary there. Bad night, though, for Wolves, beaten by a goal to 0, but it looked a smash and grab affair, to be fair. I thought Wolves were the better team, but if you don't take your chances, invariably you do get punished, and that's what Braga did to the letter. Right, we haven't got time really for much else, I'm afraid. Only to round up the final scores. We're only with you until about just after 10 o'clock. We've been going on for 5 hours now, so I think it's about time we all had a lie down. But before we go, hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the two games, the Arsenal game. Let me bring you all the results that's happened, and we're going to go through all the groups as well. There's still a game going on between Porto and Young Boys, I see. That's still going at the moment. So we're going to go in group order. So Group A first, Apple Nicosia 3, Donlange 4, and Karabakh 0, Seville 3. Group B is Dynamo Kiev 1, Malmo 0, and Copenhagen 1, Lugano 0. These are all full times. Group C, it finished Bal 5, Krasnodar 0, and Getafe 1, Trabzonspor 0. A good win there for Getafe. Group D, again full times. Lask 1, Rosenborg 0, and PSV Eindhoven winning a cracker against Sporting Lisbon 3-2. Group E, it finished Cluj 2, Lazio 1, and it finished in Cluj, and in Rennes a great point for Celtic as they drew 1-1 away Rennes. A penalty in the second half from Christie, giving Celtic a priceless point away from home. Good result for them. In Group F, our earlier match, Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Arsenal 3. Goals from Willock, Saka and Aubameyang winning the game for Arsenal. In the other match in Group F, it was Standard Liège 2, Victoria 0. Group G there's a game still going on. This is the latest score. This FC Porto. It's FC Porto 2, Young Boys 1. They've played only 81 minutes, I believe, in that game, and that's still going on. We haven't had that confirmed as a result yet. But one game that has been confirmed as a result. He's finished at Ibrox, as Russ was saying there in his wrap up, and a wonderful send off on an emotional night, because yesterday Fernando Eriksson sadly died due to very ill health. He was very poorly, and in the end he lost his battle, and he sadly died yesterday, 43 years old. To die that young, don't bear thinking about. That's no age to pass away. But Rangers have given him a fantastic if he's been watching from heaven today, he would have been proud of the way his old club beat Feyenoord. The winning goal incidentally coming in the first half, and it came after 23 minutes. Oggio with the goal, and it wins a very important victory there, and and a great and a terrific tribute as well. And there was also a minute's applause in the second minute in tribute to Fernando Rickson, who, as I said, died yesterday, having sadly lost his battle with motor neuron disease, which is a real killer in this country. A lot of people talk about cancer being a real killer. Motor neuron disease is also a big killer. But needless to say, as I said at half time, I'll repeat what I say again. My condolences and the channel's condolences, that includes Russ, myself, Mike and Chris Whiteman, and to everyone who subscribes and listens to our coverage each week. Everybody wishes to give Fernando's family all the condolences and all the best wishes in the world. It must be a very, very sad time for them, I'm sure, but that will have gotten their hearts with Rangers winning tonight against Feyenoord. The Porto Young Boys game, that's, I think, is a result. I'm not sure. I think it's still going on. Porto, yeah, it is a result. 2-1. So Ross has put me straight on that. So Porto have won 2-1. So it's Porto top, Rangers second, I think. In Group H, Espanyol. Espanyol 1, Ferencváros 1, so Espanyol grabbed the point in the end, and Ludogorets winning very comfortably against CSKA Moscow by 5-2. In Group I, it finished 3-2 in a real classic in Belgium tonight. Ghent beating Saint Etienne, an French-Belgian clash, a real game there, and also over in Wolfsburg, where we are, well, in Germany, where we're based, a bit further on from where we are. Wolfsburg 3, Alexandria 1. So a very comfortable night for Wolfsburg as well. Finally, two more groups to go. Short result of the night, this one for me. Borussia Mönchengladbach, a real European side, have got great European pedigree, and they have done for so many years. They've been beaten by RZ Pellet by 4-0 on their own patch. Would you believe that? So not a good start for the German side. As for Roma, no problems for them tonight in Rome. 4-0 victories over Istanbul Başakşehir. And finally, in Group K, two more groups. In Group K, Slovan Bratislava 4, Besiktas 2. That's a result. And as you heard with Russ Verden, it ended Wolves 0, Sporting Braga 1. A real smash and grab job there. And in Group L, and finally Group L, Manchester United's group, well, it wasn't pretty, but Mason Greenwood with the winning goal at Old Trafford tonight against Astana. Not a convincing start for Manchester United by all accounts, but Mason Greenwood has saved a lot of face, saved United from quite a lot of embarrassment by the looks of it. They've only won by a goal to nil, but they are top of the group, however, because Partizan Belgrade and AZ Alkmaar have drawn 2 apiece this evening. So that's the way it has been. Russ has enjoyed his game at Molineux tonight, and Orta got the winning goal, you may recall, during the commentary. Well, that's about it from us for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the 4.5 hours that we brought to you. We started our broadcast off at around about 10 to 6 this evening. We're finishing it about 10:05 now. It's been well over 4 hours of non-stop broadcasting, 2 live matches, and what a way to celebrate the 600 subscribers milestone as well. There'll be another video going out, and of course there will be the return in the next couple of days of FIFA 20 there'll be the return of FIFA videos. Well, FIFA 20 for the first time in a couple of days time will make its appearance on the YouTube channel with career mode and 1 or 2 other bits. So for you gamers out there, we're going to really go for it again as well. But there'll also be a special video to commemorate 600 appearances, 600 subscribers. And we want your questions and answers. Well, I want your questions and answers, and it can be on any topic or any subject you want me to talk about, because it's a question and answer session, so you can talk to me about Brexit or football or anything like that. Keep your questions clean, and I'll select the best ones. You can contact me in either of these ways. You can contact me through the message system on YouTube, because we have messages as well, and comments. You can ask questions in the comment section or whatever. There's our Facebook companion page where you can join me. You can ask questions there, and I'll pick them out. And if you haven't liked the video at the Facebook page, it's all the W's, facebook.com, www.facebook.com/JB Claret. if you want to like that, our Facebook companion page, and send me messages and questions or whatever, we'll be glad to see that. And also, so you can ask me anything you want within reason. So you can ask me anything on sport, football, obviously, music. What do I think of the politics at the moment? Because there's a lot talked about that and other things. The Rugby World Cup. You can talk to me about anything. All the good questions we'll pick out, and we'll do it on a special live video. That will be done next week, I believe, when I get a bit more time behind me. Also, as well, you can also contact me by Twitter. My Twitter address is at Stutzy83 if you want to contact me as well through Twitter. But that's it from me. I hope you've all enjoyed. I've certainly enjoyed, and Russ and myself have enjoyed bringing this to you live. It's been an amazing night. It's been a bit mixed bag, really. Wins for Arsenal, a comfortable win in the end for Manchester United, a comfortable win in the end for Arsenal, winning 3-0. Another terrific result for a terrific result to send off the late Fernando Rickson for Rangers. They won by 1-0. United, not convincing. They were poor by all accounts, but Mason Greenwood saved their blushes with a goal in the second half to win at Old Trafford against Astana. And Celtic grabbing a point against Rennes. So terrific against Rennes. Great point there for Celtic. But defeat for Wolverhampton Wanderers on their proper European debut since 1980. They lost 1-0 to a smashing red goal from Braga, and plenty for Nuno to really look at. Bottom 3 in the league, and have lost their first group game in Europe. It's not a great start to the season, but they've got a lot of time to pull it round, and they've got the players to do it. Can they really pull it out the fire? Anyway, thank you very much for listening. I hope you very enjoyed the 4 hours that we've brought you. It's been entertaining, it's been good. It's been a mixed bag of results, but three British teams winning, 1 drawing. I'm afraid Wolves in our second match just couldn't get over the line against Braga, and they've lost sadly tonight by 1-0. Hope you've enjoyed. From myself and Russ tonight, enjoy the rest of your evening and take care. Good night.